Hi, this is Reasons Are Several, a weekly podcast dedicated to England's royal family. This is episode 212. My name is Matt. With me is Neil. Are you as excited as I am about the biggest event since 2011?
I'm assuming you mean the royal family, of which we've been watching on TV, which is an amazing BBC show from the late 90s. I am ecstatic about that show, Matt.
So you're pumped up about this wedding coming up on the weekend, right? Because I mean, I think it's Saturday, and I think you have to get up at 4 a.m. to watch it.
The only wedding I know coming up this weekend is a fellow YouTuber who might be live streaming his wedding. That's the only wedding I know of this weekend.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the Corn Life Network might be live streaming their wedding in an alley.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Well, by the way, I'm totally kidding. I don't give two shits about the royal family, but I just thought it's funny because I had conversations this weekend about it where people are talking about getting up early to watch. Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck? Why?
Tuapeka said a text on my own time. I love it. All right.
But yes, I don't get it. I don't get the love affair. I mean, do you enjoy the show? What is the show? Really quickly, give me a 20-second description of what the show is.
Show is a middle to lower class English family that sits around, watches TV, and talks about how each other is lazy while they're smoking.
Oh, okay.
It's got nothing. It's Royal ROYLE. Yeah.
Right. I heard you describe this on your show, Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks. So, but do you have any interest whatsoever in the royal family and watching them get married to
No,
others?
I never really did. I mean, I feel bad because I
feel bad?
I like the Princess Diana thing. Well, no, I mean, obviously her death was tragic, but the Charles Princess Di wedding, we must have been around 10 or 11 for that.
Probably even younger, right? Wasn't it early 80s?
Yeah, and that never grabbed me. Never grabbed my short and curlies, and
you didn't have them then.
Right. I don't have them now.
That's true. Keep it clean.
So I never really understood it. I'm enthralled by the royal family as far as that they still kind of exist. I think that's
weird.
Really bizarre.
It's all ceremonial.
Right. That's the part that's more bizarre. Like if they were actually in charge, like some of the princes and kings in the UAE and all that, I'd be more in. Like I'd be like, oh, they're the ones. They're on top. But right now, it's kind of like, so what do you do?
It's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But before we go any deeper, let me just explain. I apologize if anybody hears this, especially on the podcast. They might hear it more just because of my mic. But I've got some guys doing my roof, and the noise has been deafening at times. I don't.
I heard that. Was that a bang?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that one.
Have you ever been in a house while the roof is being done?
Yes.
Okay, because it feels like we're under attack. It feels like we're being attacked from all angles, and it's just getting louder and louder. At one point, I was in my kitchen, and there's a couple skylights right above the kitchen, and I'm making a sandwich, and this fucking half a piece of plywood drops and just smashes right down on top of the skylight.
Oh,
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, and doesn't it sound like they really don't care about not causing as much damage as possible? It sounds like they're going to come through the roof, through your ceiling at any time, and freaking plow onto your table.
It's like the game that I told you about a while ago that my son wanted for his birthday and got, that Fortnite game,
right?
Where they just bust shit up. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're just destroying the shit out of my house.
When I walk on the roof, I'm always so careful. Like something bad's going to happen, and they don't care.
See, you can walk on your roof. I can't walk on my roof. We got a fucking.
I know. I got you because it's 6 stories up, and you get nervous. And the Tuapeka said, agreed. It's bizarre. People who grew up there it's probably normal. And speaking of the royal family, I'm thinking not your roof.
It's like, wait a minute, about the what? The people of the roofers?
You never go up on your roof?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I've gone out from one of the kids' bedrooms out into the front area of the roof, and I've cleaned some gutters in the front and stuff.
Naked?
But it goes. What?
You're just standing there naked out of your kid's bedroom on the roof.
Right. No, but it goes on the back side. It drops off. We back up to this green space, and there's this huge drop off. And so
Paul Myers online.
God damn it, Paul. Sorry, folks. We get these notifications on Skype, and we both get them at the same time.
Freaking
anyway, so it's a huge drop, though. And so I don't go anywhere near it. Not to mention we have a cedar shake roof that they're replacing with comp. And so it was real dodgy walking around on that thing. So I try to stay away from that shit.
How many estimates did you get before you went with who you went with?
We had 4 people.
Wow. Were they close? Were they all around ballpark?
One was significantly lower, and that made me a little nervous. So we threw them out, and then another one was kind of meh. So it came down to two. One was a bigger company. One was kind of more of a medium size. We went with the medium size.
Gotcha. Very nice.
So yeah, so we're excited though because we're sick of that piece of shit roof, and I'm sure our neighbors across the street are like, "Thank God, I'm sick of looking at that thing."
Right. Yeah.
But it's probably the least rewarding purchase you can make.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to share your sentiment with that because roofs to me make me happy because I'm like, cool, I don't have to worry about leaks. Like one of the least rewarding things for me is like a new heater, new central heat for your house. Like if it goes out one day and then the next day you have to spend, it's not like.
Oh, because you never had to like live without.
Right. Hot water heater, it's like, but roof, I'm like, okay, that makes me happy.
So yeah, so they're going to be here all week.
All the week
long, roughly till toward the end of the week. So it'll be good when it's over. But I just want to warn people that there is going to be some noise in the background. It's not as loud now as it was earlier today. Earlier it was pretty brutal.
Because they all fell off. They're all freaking on your front lawn.
There's three dudes down in the ivy down below me.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
Sorry, buddy.
Anyway, I wanted to say we mentioned it.
I think
we mentioned it last week on our show. If not, congratulations to the Gotham Lights podcast who just hit 100 episodes.
Yes, let's talk about them.
And I just want to say that Neil and I both sent in some audio.
Yeah.
Congratulating them on their success.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was a little hurt, Matt.
I stand by what I said.
I was a little hurt.
Neil double crossed me. We were going to kind of do a little funny thing where we kind of ripped each other in back-to-back clips.
Why would we?
And he
why
went all nice
would we do that? Why would we? We're friends, Matt.
You suggested it. It's your idea.
Did you hear how angry Steph was at you about not watching your dad? Like when the whole thing started, before they played the clips, she's like, well, he's not busy not watching his dad. I was like, wow.
Maybe some people actually think it's true with all your constant ribbing that they think it's real.
But it was true. He love that people could see your face.
It was not true. You know what? I should get my dad on here as a testimonial. I need like a reference. He can come on here and tell you just how great a son I am.
But you're probably going to tell him like, I'm not going to feed you unless you say something nice.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm tied up here with a gag in his mouth.
Yeah.
Go. You say one fucking word.
You're going up on the roof.
That's
who's doing your roof.
That is who's doing the roof. It's my dad. He's gonna be here for weeks and weeks. It's gonna take him forever.
Well, on the roof,
what are you doing up there?
Making him let him sleep up there.
Got the walkie-talkie down here. Can you keep it down? I'm recording the podcast. Jesus Christ.
No, even worse. You just yell out the way, so he has to walk to the edge of the roof to hear you.
Don't trip.
Yeah.
Anyway, you had some other stuff that you wanted to mention.
I did. My parents' dog isn't doing so well.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one-eyed super poodle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So he just got
one eye.
Yeah, one eye, a bent tooth. Yeah, he's got one eye. It's all wrong. It's all wrong.
Good. It's a pirate dog.
Get him
an eye patch.
Yes, that was kind of a bummer. He just got out of the hospital, and it looks like his little body's starting to give out.
And now, how old is he?
10.
No, I don't know how long poodles are supposed to last.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of
11.
Yeah, right. 9.
Yeah, on borrowed time right now. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the dog.
Yeah, I had some
Your dogs are fine. Right?
So far. Yeah, I had some other stuff. You know what? I forget.
I can tell you one other thing, and that is that we went up to Seattle this past weekend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it was something that
it was the whole family, right?
Whole crew.
Yeah.
And it was one of those where it kind of made me reconsider that autonomous cars might be a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Because not having kids.
Now you want autonomous cars?
I know it's saying I think a lot of other people need to have them.
Okay. I would like to hear this. Why?
I feel like maybe there's almost like there should be a test that shows if you're a good driver, adequate driver,
mm-hmm.
then autonomous is optional. But if you suck, then you have to have an autonomous car. Mandatory.
Okay.
Because people don't know what the fuck they're doing. Even when they use blinkers, which I'm impressed by. Hey, thanks for using the blinker. Appreciate it. Even when they do that, they assume that when you put a blinker on, that just means you get to go right away.
Right now.
Right now. I put the blinker on.
Yeah.
I told you I was coming. I don't care if you're, almost dead even with me.
Right.
So people are doing that all over the place. Do
you think they don't know how to drive or that they don't care?
Probably both. I think people, well, I think it's that they don't care and they're not paying attention to anything.
Right. I think it's more, I think people could drive well. I think most people out there have the capability of being decent drivers, but I really think it's that they don't care. Like, it's my road.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is. There's something that I think people really just don't. I think some people just don't understand the rules, frankly.
Right.
So it just turns into a nightmare. So maybe the autonomous car is a good thing. Maybe I'm starting to warm up to it a little bit. I said, I think you should still be able to drive if you want to drive. And if you suck at it and can't drive or feel like computer's going to do a better job, then by all means, go ahead.
Now, are you coming around, or do you think somebody's been putting something in your water that's brainwashing you?
No, I think it's all by what I'm seeing on the road. Either that, or there's a mass conspiracy.
This is an autonomous decision?
It's an anonymous decision. It could be a mass conspiracy of people driving around me fucking up to try to win me over. To say, yeah, these people shouldn't be driving. Right. They should turn it over to a robot.
What was the George Carlin thing? Everybody who drives faster than use an asshole, and everybody that drives slower than use a moron. Was that it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to talk about NASCAR?
Not really, but we're gonna.
On your beauty marks, it's time for the NASCAR Minute.
Not really, but we're good.
That's right. And I don't have a beauty tip. Do you have one this week?
I'll try to think of one while you're talking.
Okay. I'm done with NASCAR.
What?
I'm done.
Done with the whole sport.
I'm done. I mean, I will watch a race every now and then, or the big ones when it's on, but I'm done. I watched Indy. I watched some old MotoGP races, and I watched F1. Is it banging back there?
So fucking loud.
I was so excited because I knew that I was going to get all these looks and shaking the head. And it was so much more fun than the NASCAR last 2 seasons, specifically this season, has been that I'm like, why am I wasting my time with this? I can watch IndyCar.
I apologize. Did you include Formula One in that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Formula One, the numbers are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many people watch that shit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's huge. And even IndyCar is starting to pick up here in the US. Like, it's starting to, but like and the nice thing that IndyCar is doing is that they're adding more rovals. And so it's not just going around in circles. Like, there are some turns. And I think NASCAR could save itself if it look, they're not stock cars anymore. Hi, honey bunches of joy.
Oh, Annalise is here. Hi, Annalise.
Hi, Annalise. They're not stock cars. You can't go buy these freaking cars and go race them. They're ultra modified freaking candy bars. So if they're not going to start doing stuff where I think they should have like 4 super speedway races a year, the 2 full road courses, 1.5 mile track, 2 short tracks, and the rest should be rovals. The rest should be where you have to turn left and right, but there's still big sweeping turns. And they should go to the 2 tire system where you have a soft compound and a hard compound, which they tried once in an all-star race, and freaking make it more exciting.
Thank you. These are all the same thoughts I've had watching NASCAR over the years.
Yeah. So
you're bucking for commissioner. Turn this fucking sport around.
No, I'm freaking. If they don't want to do it, screw it. I'm done. I get that at IndyCar, because the one cool thing about stock car was they could bounce off of each other and push each other. You can't do it on an IndyCar. You can't do it in F1. You can do it a little in MotoGP, but it's not really, on a motorcycle, it's not really suggested. But stock cars, that was a cool thing. You could lean on each other. You could move each other the other way.
Robbins racing.
And no, not anymore. You know what's racing is just freaking going around in a circle, not even touching each other. It's like a 35-year marriage. It's ridiculous. Just doing the same damn thing. No contact.
Why don't they just dumb it down? Let's simplify. Go back to basics, and I think what you do is you put them in like a Dodge Colt, put traffic around.
Yeah.
Make them try to dodge in and out of that. Spruce this shit up.
Well, that's what I think would be fun with the dual tires, is because some racers would be on softer compound, faster tires for a short time, and so the speeds would be different. So you'd actually be catching people and in traffic, and they'd end up catching you. So
the question becomes: if you're done with NASCAR, is the NASCAR minute done?
Done. I'll give beauty tips just for fun. We'll do. I have a couple.
We're gonna have to revamp the whole thing.
Yeah. But I'm done. I'm not talking about NASCAR unless something like if it comes up as a normal sport. What I did think we could do, and you might like this, is a weekly sports roundup segment where we take things that we have seen that we enjoy in sports that happen throughout the week, and then we have a quick and then we can ask questions, because you'll be like, blah 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 hockey, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, blah 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 David Beckham's hot, something like that.
Is he still relevant?
Yeah, he's in he's in one of the Deadpool trailers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I look back because I had caught wind of this. You started the NASCAR. That was what used to be called the NASCAR.
I got it. The Rage and the Worst said, "You guys trying to make NASCAR great again?" Trying.
I don't know if that's possible. Was it ever great?
Oh, come on now! Don't do that wearing a freaking Giants hat.
I'm not having a Giants hat on. Fucking idiot. Episode 135 was the original NASCAR Minute, which was such a better segment then because I actually cut you off at 60 seconds, which is something I think we need to sort out. Maybe that's part of the sports roundtable or whatever, is you only have like 20 seconds to say your bit.
I think that's good.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So that way you can't linger. You can't, drone on and on.
We should do a word, like how they do 6 words, that 6 word thing. You have a word limit, you have 10 words. 5
Tom
topics,
Brady's
10
still
words.
Crazy.
Oh, did you see that Tom Brady has his own
Jesus
crap? What line of car is it? Is it a Maserati? No, it's not. It's a limited edition TB12. God damn it! I'll find out.
I don't think it's that important.
$300,000 or 380. How did they not fit a 12 in there?
You have to park. Exactly. You have to park in a cold, dark garage with no sound. It has to eat, it has to have like the perfect amount of oil in the morning. Kind of all?
It was funny when the guys were looking at it. They said, "Oh, you better check the tire pressure because it's probably low."
That's pretty good.
Aston Martin. That's what it is.
Oh, an Aston Martin. Okay.
They're $360,000. There's 12 of them. He has one, so there's 11 for sale.
See, I was going to say, I knew when you were considering killing the minute, that you were going to disappoint some people, namely your wife, Annalise, who's very devastated right now. And also Carl. Oh, hi, Carl.
Oh, hi, Carl.
From the fourth line. Both big fans of the NASCAR Minute. And then, of course, the NASCAR Minute. So that is gone now.
Well, they might get an IndyCar Minute. We'll find out. They're going to get more sports. There is going to be racing in there because I do like the auto sports. I don't know how to say what I like, but I do like it.
So yes, the first episode 135, that was back in September 2016. That's when you started the NASCAR Minute. So there you go. And at the time, you were kind of complaining about it then. Talking about the lack of diversification and such.
Diversification. It's my gosh. Disappointed.
Let's talk about some movies.
Oh shit, what the fuck is this?
Neil.
If you want to explain the segment for our new listeners?
I go through and usually between 6 and 8 movies that are coming out in the next month. I just give some particulars about it, and Neil decides if he's going to watch it, where he's going to watch it, how he's going to watch it, if he'll have pants on or not. And also, if he's feeling frisky, Neil will take the title of the movie and explain to me his alternate world version of what that movie is about without knowing any other details. So I'll leave it up to you.
All right.
If and when you want to do that. But I'll just run through these. By the way, I wanted to mention that many months ago, we previewed the Gotti movie that stars like the entire Travolta family. That's just coming out now.
Oh,
it got delayed.
Wow, I'm shocked.
It looks hilarious, unintentionally hilarious. Anyway, there's also a film called China Salesman, which stars Mike Tyson and Steven Seagal.
What?
I didn't include that on the list because it looks so crazy and it was hard to find a lot of details about it. But
oh my gosh,
Mike Tyson, Steven Seagal. So add that to.
How can you not want to watch that?
Add that to the Raz at the Movies segment that we'll be doing.
For sure.
At some point, we'll do that movie.
All
right. So we got 8 to go through. Ready? And speaking of 8, we'll start with 8.
Okay.
Ocean's 8.
Oh yes. Well, I actually know what it's about. Okay. Isn't it? It's an all-female cast version of Ocean's 9, 10, 11, 12, or 14 or something like that.
Well, they did 11, 12, and 13.
Okay.
With all the guys. And now this is making up a trilogy 8, 9, and 10, but it starts with 8.
Okay.
So it's directed by Gary Ross, who did Pleasantville, Hunger Games, etc. Produced by Steven Soderbergh, who did all the Ocean movies, the previous Ocean movies.
Right.
Starring, ready for this? Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Awkwafina, Rihanna, Helena Bonham Carter, Richard Armitage, and James Corden. Oh, I'm out.
You're out.
James Corden sucks.
James Corden, the guy who does Karaoke Car Machine?
Yes, he's fucking awful.
Wow.
I can't stand that guy. He's so annoying. He thinks he's hilarious. He's just not a fan.
Wow.
I tried to watch his show a couple times. It is just dreadful.
I have checked out a couple of the episodes of Car Wacky Karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
So the early ones I seem to kind of have fun with, depending on the guest, but then it seems like it became more about him than the guest.
Exactly.
And that was okay. We don't have to fight, Matt. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
Greatest. It's so annoying to watch.
There's nothing wrong with people thinking they're great.
Sure, but
Tom Brady,
you're an annoying
John Bon Jovi.
Fuck, it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is inspired by her brother, Danny Ocean. Estranged sister Debbie Ocean attempts to pull off the heist of the century at New York City's star-studded annual Met Gala, or Gala, how do you like to say it? Her first step is to assemble the perfect crew: Amita, Tammy, Lou, Constance, Nineball, and Rose.
All right. I want to see it. I want to see it.
It includes cameos from Carl Reiner, and Matt Damon. So their characters are
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I want to see it.
It looks interesting. I struggle a little bit with Sandra Bullock, but I can overcome that. The rest of the cast is pretty good, except Corden. And that's the problem. I got too many scenes. Sandra Bullock's like right hand or assistant is James Corden. So those scenes, I just have to just plug my eyes and ears and make it through it.
Well, you never know. You could be pleasantly surprised.
Maybe.
I will watch this in the background while cooking dinner.
I forgot that's an option.
That's right.
So next is The Incredibles 2. Have you seen The Incredibles?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
The animated,
movie. Yeah. So Brad Bird did the first one, doing this one. I mean, that movie was what, like 14 years ago or something?
I want to say I thought I was 6.
It was a long no.
No.
But it was a long time ago.
Okay.
You were not 20 years old.
Annalise says you're angry again.
I am angry, Annalise. Fucking James Corden. Anyway.
Wait, I want to know, where the hell is my wife is she driving? Where is she?
I don't know. You better not be driving and texting or driving and chatting.
I don't know what's going on here.
Unless she's got the autonomous mode checked.
You got the Fiesta?
Autonomous mode?
I think the autonomous mode in Fiesta is cruise control with your knee steering.
That's right. 2006. Thank you, Brian. So it has been 12 years.
I said 6, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nailed it.
So Brad Bird directed, stars Holly Hunter, Craig T. Nelson, Sarah Vowell. I think that's how you say
I'll take an A.
Huck Minor, Samuel L. Jackson, and Brad Bird. Because he does the voice of Edna Mode.
Okay, totally. Yeah, of course I knew that.
Elastigirl springs into action to save the day while Mr. Incredible faces his greatest challenge yet, taking care of the problems of his 3 children. So I watched the trailer. It looks good. It looks a lot like the first one as far as the action, the pacing, and all that. It looks like it's going to be pretty funny. There's a bit in the trailer where Mr. Incredible's sitting there with Dash, and he's trying to help him with his math, and he's like, "No, Dad, that's not how they do it now. They do it this way." He's like, "What the fuck? Why'd they change math? Math is math." And I'm like, "That is exactly me."
That's awesome.
I sit down with my kids, and they try to show me the goofball methods that they have for doing math these days, and I'm like, just you're adding a bunch of big numbers, just stack them up and fucking go down the line and carry the one and all that shit. That's all you gotta do.
Not anymore.
God.
Now it's all backwards.
So you're gonna watch The Incredibles 2?
Yep.
Is that a
Disney
ranch? Is that a ranch thing? It is, because they're Pixar.
Probably. Yeah, did Nia do the first one? No, she was like 2. I would think.
Your age estimates are real off.
I know. Everything happened 5 years ago.
Next up, Uncle Drew. You ready for this one?
Am I ready for an Uncle Drew?
Uncle Drew.
I know what this is about.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a feature full length of the Property Brothers, but it's just about Drew. Just Drew Scott. It's like it's a day in the life. It's a point of view. I mean, everyone else is in it. His brother, his mom, his other brother. Yeah. Everybody is in it. And it's
the
just
less successful brother.
And this is kind of you see everything except the show being filmed. So it's all leading up to it, like how they come up with it, and him going to the hardware store.
Stuff.
Yeah, but it's all point of view, and it's like super funny and heartwarming, and it's directed by Chip Gaines, which is in a weird twist. Obviously shot in Vegas, so
well, he's got free time now.
Yeah,
Chip Gaines.
It's true. So it's beautifully
set,
shot,
designed by JoJo.
Yeah, and it's kind of done in like that Avatar weird. Yeah.
So they got the dots all over their face and shit.
Well, it's not stupid, Matt. I mean, it works.
Sorry. I don't mean to make light of this movie. Why Uncle Drew? Is that just some like fun little playful moniker, or like does his one brother have kids? Because we know Jonathan's not.
Well, somebody in that family's got kids.
Sure, probably.
Yeah. And okay. I would imagine the Vegas entertainer's probably got kids he doesn't know about.
Do you think that there's any rift between the two of them because of the fact that Jonathan gets way more screen time than Drew?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they're that creepy siblings like my sister and I that it just wouldn't matter. Like they're just uncomfortable. Like they just get along too well. Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Uncle Drew.
No, we talked about it. Move on to the next.
Directed by Charles Stone III. Stars. Oh. Get ready for this cast.
All right.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah.
Lil Rel Howery.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal, Chris Webber, Reggie Miller, Nate Robinson, Lisa Leslie, Erica Ashe, JB Smoove, Tiffany Haddish, and Nick Kroll.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the Smoove and the Kroll.
So, Dax convinces former basketball playground legend
Dax
Uncle
Shepard?
Drew, not Dax Shepard.
Okay.
Convinces former basketball playground legend Uncle Drew, played by Kyrie Irving, to join a street ball tournament at Rucker Park in Harlem after losing his basketball team to his rival Mookie, played by Nick Kroll.
Blaylock?
No. Nick Kroll. Uncle Drew agreed, but I think that means to say agrees. But as one of his conditions, he will have to form his own team. The two set out on a road trip to pick up Drew's old basketball squad. Kyrie Irving looks like a fucking like old man. He's like got white hair and he's all wrinkly. And like they go pick up Shaquille O'Neal, they go pick up fucking Chris Webber. Reggie Miller's like blind. It's fucking insane.
That I will want to see this. I will want to see this, but it will be maybe
while you're making food
or while I'm trimming the dog's nails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that can take a long time with zero. I've seen sped up.
Well, now that he's got one less nail, it'll save me some time.
His dew nail. What is it?
The dew claw was the first one. This is his ring finger on one of his rear paws.
Okay. Let's see here. So you're interested. You're watching that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good month for you so far. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. You familiar?
No.
Okay.
Fallen Kingdom. Oh, is this a Jehovah's Witness movie?
It could be.
All right.
J.A. Bayona, I think is how you say that name. Stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ted Levine, Rafe Spall, Toby Jones, B.D. Wong, James Cromwell, and Jeff Goldblum. Did you see the last one, Jurassic World?
No.
Chris Pratt?
No. Pratt. Well, he's been in 2, right?
I think he's just been in the 1.
Oh, then I did see it. I thought he was in 2.
Yeah, this is the second one.
Is he in it?
He is.
Okay,
he was
cool.
the first person I listed, not that you're listening. After the demise of Jurassic Park World theme park on Isla Nublar, the
Isla Bonita?
Isla Bonita, the dinosaurs roam freely on the island for 3 years until an impending volcanic eruption, this is long, sorry, threatens to destroy the island and its inhabitants. Claire Deering, the former park manger. The former park manger.
Asleep in a manger.
And her boyfriend, Owen Grady, a former dinosaur trainer who worked at the park. Yeah, we know who they are.
Dinosaur trainer. I love
What a great title.
Yeah.
Set off on a mission to rescue the island's dinosaurs. However, oh my God, this just goes on and on and on. Anyway, they have to come back to the island, right?
Yeah.
The shit's going wrong.
Oh, it's kind of like Lost. You got to go back to the island.
When are they going to fucking learn to just blow this entire island up and just get away from it? The same goddamn thing keeps happening.
Yeah, it's
it looks like every other one.
They're not the brightest scientists in the world.
No. I mean, for a dinosaur trainer, you'd think he'd be smarter. Are you going to watch this thing?
Dinosaur trainer. Yes, because Annalise is a big fan.
Okay. I don't think I'll have a choice because my kids will want to go see it. So I think I'm fucked.
Okay.
Seeing it no matter what.
I like that you're looking forward to spending time with your children. I don't think I have a choice. My kids want to see this. I'm fucked.
sitting in a movie theater with my kids is really spending quality time. Come on. All right.
There's the driving there, and hey kids, what are you most excited? And then afterwards, it's like, what was your favorite part? But then you have to remember their names.
What was your favorite part? Mine was spending like $120 on the tickets and all the fucking concessions. Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh, God.
Next up, Tag.
You're it.
You got anything for this one?
Yeah, this is about the new cologne coming from Tag Heuer.
Tag Heuer makes a cologne?
This is what it's about. I just said,
okay.
God damn it, man.
You know, I got one of them
You're not
watches.
listening.
Got one of those watches.
Is it Tag Heuer?
Heuer.
Is it Heuer?
Heuer.
Do you have one of those?
I do.
Chris has got
Did
like
I ever
8.
tell you the story of that? Oh, Chris has
No.
a ton. He's got one for every day of the week.
I'm a big fan of those watches.
Well, they're very nice. And did I tell you the story of getting them?
Did your lady friend get it for you?
My lady friend got it for me. Like when we were dating.
Yeah, because she didn't want you to find out about the other guy. I do remember this
Correct.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
She was paying me off. No, it was one of those where I opened it. I'm like, sweet, this is great. And then she goes, you know those watches? And I was like, not really. She goes, pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not a fossil, buddy.
It's a pretty nice watch there. You don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a swatch, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Get with the program. I just dropped some dough on you.
Step
fucker.
up. Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, man. So
yes,
this is about their clone.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new scent. They're taking everybody, because they sponsor a lot of people. I think they had Tiger Woods for a while. I know they have Jimmy Johnson. I know they had Beckham for a while. They had Danica Patrick for a while. It's hard because people go back and forth between them and Rolex. But what they're doing is they're combining all their sweat together, and then they're going to put it in an atomizer, a little bit of alcohol so it doesn't separate, and then that'll be the new scent. And this is the movie of how they got all those people together to sweat in one place. And and how they scraped the sweat off of them, kept the sweat pure.
Just fascinating.
It's
how they got the sweat off them.
That's right. It's directed by Flava Flav because he knows a lot about watches and clocks.
Athletic Essence is what that should be called. Tag Athletic Essence. Anyway, all right. So the real movie, or the other movie,
Smell Your Sport,
directed by Jeff Tomsic, stars Ed Helms, Jeremy Renner, John Hamm, Hannibal Buress, Jake Johnson, Annabelle Wallace, Isla Fisher, Rashida Jones, and Leslie Bibb. This looks pretty stupid.
Leslie Bibb?
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay. You would know her. A group of
We
ex-classmates meet up and organize a game of tag that finds them traveling across the country. These dudes play tag as adults every year for a month.
I don't know.
It looks really stupid.
I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I don't think there's a dinner complicated enough to have this in the background of.
Yeah, I don't. It would have to be so well written, and it's hard with that premise. I think they should have gone with your idea. That might have been a better movie to make.
Scrape the sweat. Smell Your Sport.
All right. Well.
I don't know. My dog is barking at somebody, and I don't know who. Oh, my wife.
And yes, Annalise, nice reference. She basically just used an Aliens quote
That's awesome.
To determine the fate of Jurassic World, the island.
We must have some serious delay because she just walked in the door. This is crazy.
Anyway, I appreciate that. Well said. Okay. Got a few more here. Ready?
Yeah, freaking A, bro. Bring it.
Sicario.
Oh, yeah.
Second our time here real quick. Sicario, Day of the Soldado. Soldado, of course, meaning?
Son of the Dado.
Soldier, dude. Come on.
I'm not you know me, I'm not a war guy.
It's Spanish.
I'm not a war guy in any language.
All right. So this is directed by Stefano Soima, I would guess is how you say that.
Oh, boy.
Benicio del Toro. Fuck off.
Benicio del Toro.
Josh Brolin. Isabella Moner.
Whoa. Isabella Moner.
Moner.
It's like watching Spanish news when they come across a word that doesn't translate right. Yeah. Por favor, yo quiero la Coca-Cola.
Jeffrey Donovan, Manuel Garcia Rulfo, Catherine Keener, and Matt Modine. Did you see Sicario, the original Sicario movie?
No.
Okay. It's supposed to be awesome, and I've been wanting to see it forever, and I was being a cheapskate waiting for it to come onto some sort of free cable or streaming service, and it never did. So I gotta just rent the sucker. You want my $4?
If Chris is still in the chat, maybe he can lend you some money?
Maybe. I could use
But you got your own dough. You're finance guy. Mm-hmm. Welcome, Colorado Martini.
Hi, Colorado Martini. We're doing great. I'm a little angry.
Wow, you don't sound
a little angry. I got these noises coming from upstairs. It's driving me nuts. Anyway.
Driving him crazy.
So FBI agent Matt
Hi, Lady
Graver
Pant.
calls on mysterious operative Alejandro Gilic when
Alejandro.
Mexican drug cartels start to smuggle terrorists across the U.S. border. This is right up your alley because we're going to have some shooting. We're going to have some warlike activities.
I thought it was a joke about the border and smuggling.
No, the war escalates even further when Alejandro kidnaps a top kingpin's daughter to deliberately increase the tensions.
Who? Alejandro.
Alejandro. When the young girl is seen as collateral damage, the two men will determine her fate as they question everything that they are fighting for. Everything, Neil. They won't know what they're fighting for now.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Hey,
this looks really good. I'm excited to see it. The first one's supposed to be dope as fuck. I'm in for this.
Dope as fuck. Nice. No, I'm not.
Of course you're not.
No, I don't even like it.
I just wanted to talk about it for a second.
All right.
Two more.
Oh,
Dos más.
Dos más. Por favor.
The Catcher was a spy.
Oh, is this a baseball movie?
You decide.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say this is the new Major League. This is the new Major League. Tell me. Now I'm curious. I want to know.
Directed by Ben Lewin, who
he's such a sports guy too. They got a good sports director. I love this.
He wrote Saving Private Ryan.
Moneyball.
Which you've never seen because you don't like war movies.
No.
This stars Paul Rudd
as the catcher.
As the catcher.
Uh-huh.
Mark Strong, Sienna Miller, Jeff Daniels, Tom Wilkinson, Guy Pearce, and Paul Giamatti.
So all ex MLB players.
Fucking monster cast. Well, Paul Giamatti, you know who his dad was?
Leroy.
Bart Giamatti, who was the commissioner of baseball until he died.
Oh, well, like I said, they called him Leroy, by the way.
Okay, well, I didn't know them. I didn't know him that well. Mo Berg, a 15-year baseball veteran, joins the war effort as a spy to beat Germany in the race to build the first atomic bomb.
Oh,
played by Paul Rudd.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
You don't think so? You don't like spy stuff? I mean, it's not straight war. It's like spy stuff. So it's a little bit of an offshoot of the war stuff.
But it's a period piece.
And you got issues with period pieces?
I'm not a fan.
You don't like periods?
No. Well, the periods don't bother me. I'm cool with those. But I don't like period pieces. I mean, the only one I really got into is Father Brown, and I still have a hard time with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will remember that in the future to not include period pieces. One last one. You ready? I saved the best for last.
Yes, but you have to send over an application to Chris.
I saw that. I will fill out an application, Chris. I feel like I'm already pre-approved. Is that correct, Chris?
Yeah, yes, Chris, he's a white guy. He should be pre-approved. It's me that would have to send over the application.
You're going to need some references, pal.
Chris is going to be like, are you related to one of my housekeepers?
Oh, Jesus. You ready for the best one?
You know I am.
This is the last one.
Deadpool 2.
It is called Best Friends, but it's F and then parenthesis R and parenthesis IENDS. So it's Best Friends or Best Fiends, I guess.
Oh, is this a Motley Crue story?
No.
Oh.
Directed by Justin McGregor, starring Greg.
Justin McGregor, didn't he just get in trouble for beating people up in Vegas?
Maybe.
Okay. All right.
God, with the banging. Sorry.
Jesus.
So this stars Greg Sestero, who also wrote it.
Okay. Oh, Greg Sestero. That's hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Tommy's in this.
That's
Paul
right.
Scheer and Kristen Stevenson Pino.
What's the name of it again?
Best Friends.
Yes. Okay. Now I do know.
With the parenthetical R in there.
Because they actually were working on this when they did Lights Out in the Hallway.
The Room?
Yeah, that one too.
Well, no, this came later. I think he actually saw after he wrote Disaster Artist. He wrote this.
Okay, I thought it was.
And then when that movie was coming out, they were working on this film.
Okay, all right, cool.
So yeah, not the original Room, but the Disaster Artist movie.
Thank you.
So when
I'm talking to you and the chat. Someone said nice guitar. Or Haiti Maria said nice guitar. Thank you, Haiti.
Doing like a superstar. When a drifter befriends a quirky mortician, I can only imagine who the quirky mortician is played by.
Oh boy.
An unlikely business partnership is formed. I did not kill her. I did not. This is bullshit. Oh, paranoia soon develops, however, and both men are forced to come to terms with the fragility of friendship and loyalty. So apparently,
what did they do? A frickin' podcast together?
Yeah, I know. Who doesn't? this apparently is in 2 volumes, I guess. I was having trouble figuring that out. They said something about how there was a volume 1 and there was a volume 2, so I'm not sure how that works, but I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
It's trying to be more of a serious movie.
Oh, it's not.
I worry that could be a problem.
If Paul Sheeran is in it, there's no way it's going to be that serious. They can try.
I don't know, man. It looks like they're trying to be kind of serious, but I know for sure you're going to see this movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Disaster Artist yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I've seen the best clips of The Room, which are just amazingly atrocious.
It's so funny because I kind of like what I know of both of those movies, so I don't know if I want to see any more. Like, I kind of like what it is in my head. I want to leave it as that.
Okay. Well,
so, that's it.
You must do what you feel is right, of course.
You do you, boo.
That is it for movies. Thank you, everybody, for listening. You can find us at reasonsareseveral.com. We're on iTunes and Stitcher. Please go out and subscribe and write a review for us. That'd be really appreciated. Tell a friend about the show. Tweet at us at ReasonsR and at AngelsFreak7. And you can email us at reasonsareseveral@gmail.com. We will be back next week, even though I will technically be traveling. But we will be back next week. So talk to you then. See you then. Talk to you then. See you then. I won't see you then either.
Oh, Jesus.
I've lost it.
Oh, bye, Mark.
Say goodbye, Neil.
Bye, Mark.
Oh, bye, Mark.